Before history had names, before humans ever stood upright to watch the horizon, the land already knew violence. The wind moved through tall, dry grass, carrying the smell of dust and blood. Footsteps pressed into crackers heavy, deliberate, unstoppable. Somewhere nearby, something massive exhaled, and something else answered. This was not a battle for territory, not for dominance, not even for hunger. This was survival raw, unforgiving, and final. Welcome to the ancient savanna. Millions of years ago, vast grasslands stretched across continents that no more longer look the same today. Africa, Eurasia, the Americas. They were hotter, drier, and unstable. Rain came without warning and vanished just as quickly. Rivers shifted. Forests retreated. Only the adaptable survived. This was extreme nature in motion. Gigantic herbivores grazed in constant tension, their lives shaped by open space with nowhere to hide. Predators could be seen from miles away, which meant predators had to evolve new ways to kill. Speed was no more longer enough, neither was strength. Something else was happening here. Evolution was sharpening its weapons. Scientists believe this era produced some of the most dangerous animals to ever walk on land. But this raises a larger question. What happens when both predator and prey become nearly unstoppable? The answer lies deeper in the grass. Emerging from the haze is a giant. Towering shoulders. Thick pillar-like legs. A body built less like an animal and more like a moving fortress. Ancient herbivores of the savanna, relatives of today's rhinos, elephants, and giant ungulates, were not passive grazers. They were armored. Their skin was layered as thick as bark. Their bones were reinforced to absorb impact. Some carried horns not for display, but for war. This was an extreme condition, being hunted by monsters. So evolution responded with size. But size came with a cost. A creature this massive needed constant food, constant water, and constant vigilance. Scientists still don't know how often these giants fought predators head-on, or how many battles ended without leaving fossils behind, because fossils only record the dead, not the survivors. And nearby, something is watching. Low to the ground. Muscles coiled like springs. Teeth designed not just to bite, but to end lives quickly. Ancient savanna predators were not just larger versions of today's lions or hyenas. Some had crushing jaws capable of breaking bone in a single snap. Others carried curved, blade-like teeth that sliced rather than punctured. These weapons weren't random. They were answers. Answers to prey that refused to fall. One predator relies on speed, another on ambush, another on sheer force. But in this era, even a perfect attack could fail. The ground trembles. This is where adaptation becomes alien. Some prey animals evolved forward-facing horns angled precisely to counter predator attacks. Others developed neck muscles thick enough to absorb crushing bites. Even their hearts evolved to pump blood rapidly during sudden bursts of violence. This wasn't prey behavior. This was combat strategy. Scientists still debate whether these animals recognized individual predators, or if instinct alone drove such calculated defense. Either way, this fight is no more chase. scientists still don't fully understand how often cooperative hunting evolved independently across ancient predators. Did these creatures plant together? Or did natural selection simply reward those that tolerated one another long enough? The savanna keeps its secrets, but the battle is reaching its end. The dust settles, one body stands, the other does not, but victory here is temporary. Even the survivor carries scars, fractured bones, torn flesh, permanent damage. In this world, survival today does not guarantee survival tomorrow. Carrion feeders gather. Insects arrive within minutes. Life recycles instantly. Nothing is wasted. This is extreme efficiency. And yet, scientists still don't know how quickly ecosystems recovered from losses like these. Did the death of a single giant reshape entire food webs? Or was a replacement already waiting in the shadows? The fossil record is silent. The ancient savanna is gone now. Its creatures are reduced to fragments of bone, footprints in stone, questions without answers. And yet, its legacy lives on. Every modern animal carries echoes of these battles in their instincts, their fears, their bodies. Evolution did not move gently. It fought. And this raises one final question. If life was shaped by conflicts this brutal, what invisible battles are shaping the world today? As we zoom out across millions of years, continents drift, climates shift, species rise and vanish. And for a brief moment, humanity appears small, temporary. Watching a world that was dangerous long before us, and will remain dangerous long after. The most dangerous fight ever seen did not end in victory. It ended in survival. And survival is never finished. Thanks for watching.